So let's say that you create a postcard and you send it out, or you set up a bandit sign, or maybe you buy even a billboard, you go that far. You're going to need a tracking number, also known as like the phone number that goes underneath that you can track. So that way you know where the lead is coming from. You're going to need one of those inside of this real estate wholesaling business. Hey, what is going on, everyone? Devin can up here with another video providing massive value and content like always. And if you haven't already, join the fam, join the gang by hitting that nice looking subscribe button down below. And if you guys like today's video, please drop a thumbs up. So today I'm going to be talking about an app, or also known as a tool, that I use inside of my wholesaling business that I feel like will be massive in value for you guys that are getting into real estate wholesaling. So I recommend this no matter what your budget is. Now, obviously, if you have no money whatsoever and you're trying to hustle and do some deals, it's not a necessity, but it basically is a necessity to have inside of your business. I think it's like $30 a month, and you get 10 tracking numbers. And this app is called CallRail. A lot of you have probably heard it. I think it has a competitor out there named CallFire, which I've heard, but I didn't like that platform that much. But I'm going to be talking about what it does, why you should get it, and kind of like how we use it inside of our business. And so what CallRail does is basically it provides you a service for your phone lines. And so the basic plan, the $30 a month, you get, I think you get 10 lines. And so every line after that is an additional $3 a month. And so it's very cheap and very effective, as you don't want to be using a service like Google Voice or anything like that. The reason being is because you can only get like one phone number, and if you try to create multiple accounts and Google catches wind of it, then you're going to get in lots of trouble, and you'll lose all of your phone calls that you made and all your conversations. And using your own phone is even worse, actually, because I don't know about you guys, but I lose the phone calls that I talk to pretty quickly inside of there. It's very easy to happen. Plus, once you start getting tons and tons of calls, you're going to easily lose phone numbers and lose track of who's who and where this lead came from and whatnot. And so that's why CallRail is highly effective. So you get 10 different tracking numbers. You put them at the bottom of your postcards and on your bandit signs, billboards, wherever you are doing your marketing. How we use it inside of our own business, we put them on the bottom of all of our postcards. That's mainly what we do. We put it on our website, and then we have all the calls just come inbound, and then we call them off of our personal cell phones. Now, the reason for having this for inbound calls is we use them to kind of figure out whether the lead's good or not. We qualify the leads with my lead manager, and so we have them go directly to a voicemail. And so it usually says, "Hi, thank you for calling. If you're calling about a house, please leave the address and your name and your phone number." And so if someone does that, then the chances are they're pretty motivated to sell their property. They're willing to work with you, and that's what we're looking for. Now, if they're not willing to work with you, obviously they're not that qualified of a lead. But at the end of the day, you should call everybody back, because you never know. There has been some leads where they didn't leave a voicemail and they ended up still being a motivated seller. They were just shy or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, it's very, very quality for qualifying these leads and everything. And so CallRail is a service. It's awesome. They have awesome support. I highly recommend it if you're trying to get into real estate wholesaling. And so I'll say one of the setbacks from using CallRail is if you do have it set up to go automatically your voicemail. The only problem is if you try to call them back and they don't answer, and then they call you back off of the same phone number. If you call out of the CallRail app, then it goes back to voicemail every time over and over, and you don't get a chance to pick it up. Now, obviously, it's just kind of how the system's set up. You can always set it up to go to your phone first and then to voicemail, which some of you may want to do, but I don't usually like having it go to one of our phones, just because kind of my opinion on taking phone calls is I almost never take them, especially if I have no idea who's calling me. If I just get a random phone call and I let it go to voicemail, so that way I am prepared when I talk to the person. So that way I'm not stuttering or trying to figure out exactly what they're talking about, having to pull up Podio, my investor views, and trying to figure out where they're like, who they are, what's the situation, what's the circumstance, because it's easy to lose track of who's who inside of this business when you have a lot of leads coming from a lot of directions. And so with this, with CallRail, one of the nice things is it easily integrates with Podio, as well as if you're using investor views. then which InvestorFuse is just a platform on top of Podio. They have different apps and whatnot. And so what's nice is the calls get transferred into there directly. So that way you don't have to do it manually. And then it also kind of gets the phone number down and then the name of the person. And then you just go from that lead calling in and you just start inputting more and more data while you're on the phone or after if you've written it down on paper. But that works super conveniently. And it's really nice for the business, helping out with streamlining and everything like that. And so down below, I will have an affiliate link. It just gives me a discount for the monthly service that I'm already paying for. So it's not really like I'm making much money off of this. But if you guys are thinking about signing up, click the link but down below. And I mean, if you're already going to sign up for it, might as well just use my link. But I highly recommend CallRail. Great service, great customer support, and they're great people to work with, and I wouldn't really recommend any other service other than them, unless maybe they start going downhill and some other source comes up on top. One thing, like their competitor, the only thing that it has on top that CallRail doesn't have, which is text blasting. I wish CallRail had this feature, but with CallFire, you're able to send out a text message to all of your cash buyers or all of your sellers, which I don't know why you would send it to your sellers, but anyways, all of your contacts, you can send out a text blast that like, hey, check out this text message, which I personally, we just use another service called Call Loop and it does it for us, or the InvestorFuse can do it for you as well. But I don't really like using the InvestorFuse for that side of things. But that is one thing I wish that CallRail had inside of it. Other than that, it's very easy to use, very simple to input, put information into there, adding tracking numbers, and tracking numbers are super easy to make, and you can always delete them, and then it kind of graphs how many phone calls you're getting per tracking number, kind of showing what's working, what's not. And what's nice is there's also like a mobile app that you can use that you can download, and you can use that for anything that any notifications that you can just go straight to your phone, so that way you know you have a call rather than having to check your computer all the time or whatnot. But yeah, I highly recommend it. It's awesome. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you guys appreciated it. Just trying to put out that daily content for you guys. And so if you haven't already, make sure you join the fam, join the gang by hit that nice looking subscribe button down below. And I want to hear you guys' opinion on call systems down below in the comments. Let's have a conversation. I invite you guys down there. And I'm kind of curious what you guys use, if you guys don't use CallRail, or if you don't have a calling service, then why not? I'll maybe direct you towards using CallRail, and maybe this has changed your opinion on using a call system at all. Anyways, also, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please drop a like. I highly appreciate it, as always. And so we're almost at 300 subscribers. We're getting there. We're very close. And so we're going to keep growing as a family. I'm trying to provide massive value with you guys, trying to get some more interviews going. And so also one more thing, if you have done a wholesale deal before, please hit me up on Instagram or Facebook. Just direct message me on Instagram, private message me on Facebook, and let me know about kind of what happened, what deal you closed and whatnot, the circumstances of it, and maybe we'll get you on the channel and get you on here so you can talk about the deal. So that way all of my followers can learn as a whole and provide massive value for everybody. And so please hit me up on that. And so like I said, hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. And so anyways, I am uploading to YouTube every day. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.